So, Martin Bakole is said that he would destroy, crush Oleksandr Usyk in a fight based on his last performance with Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Billy Nelson has stated that based on Oleksandr Usyk's last performance, his fighter Martin Bakole would destroy Oleksandr Usyk with the relentless pressure, the youth, the hunger, the power, etc. And let me counterpunch. I think that would be an impressive fight. I think that fight should happen because I think if Oleksandr Usyk's not done, I would like to see Oleksandr Usyk in there with different challenges. See, rematches are good, but we've already seen the outcome of a fight. A fight's a fight. You know, rematches are exceptions based on the other person's accomplishments. And Danny Dubois has deserved, based on his accomplishments, a rematch. However, there is a normal sway of things. There is a normal way to go about getting a fight done where the unified champion, the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, the Ring Magazine heavyweight champion, Oleksandr Usyk has to satisfy his mandatories as well. And needless to say, Danny Dubois was a mandatory based on the WBA end. Okay. Him being now the current IBF heavyweight champion. You know, I think if it's between him getting a rematch and someone getting the opportunity to fight for the unified title, since Usyk is the unified champion, I think that should be the case. But Martin Bakole, of course, should be another guy in the mix. I think Usyk did really well. I think Billy Nelson is supposed to say exactly that because he's training him. He sees the potential in his own fighter if anybody else doesn't. So he's supposed to be, if not the only person, to want that, to say that, to predict that. But I'll tell you this. You know, we've seen Jared Anderson and we've seen the flaws and we've seen what happened and we've seen him destroyed and we've seen him broken down for the first time in his career by a guy that claimed he beat everybody in sparring, right? Now, speaking of sparring, you know, Martin claims that he got the best of Usyk too. And I think that's one of the reasons why I think a score needs to be settled. Anybody that talks about sparring wars, I think it should be settled. We know what happened between AJ and Dubois. We know what happened between Filip Hrgovic and Dubois. You know, now it's Martin Bakole's time to show that, hey, he's a bad mother sucker and he can do the same thing in the professional ring as he can do in the sparring ring. Okay, that's what I'll say. But I'll say this. Who has Bakole been beaten by? Michael Hunter. What was significant about Michael Hunter? His foot movement. What's less significant about Martin Bakole? His footwork or lack of his footwork. You know, he may have problems with someone that can move. Jared Anderson could have beaten Martin Bakole, but in a fight that he had to be or become a pure boxer and not exchange. That's what got him to caused him to get knocked out because he tried to stand right in front of a guy and pick him apart. Where Martin Bakole, with the hand speed that he has, that's a death trap. So he fought the wrong game plan, in other words, because he just got chopped down by those punches from Bakole because he stood in front of Bakole. Bakole seen him. Oh, you want to stand in front of me? Bit, 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 bit. And he took him out. Usyk's not going to do that, but Usyk will be here and there. So it will be interesting to see how he would deal with the hand speed. But the foot movement, the footwork, the overall movement, I think could be a major factor in a fight like that. On top of Usyk, if I'm Usyk and I hear someone lying on me and that didn't happen and you didn't get the best of me, I want you. I want to shut you down being the heavyweight champion of the world. I want you to say exactly or do exactly what you said you did to me in sparring to everybody that would listen. That's what I would want if I'm Oleksandr Usyk. So I would want that fight to happen. Undisputed, he's been there, done that 2 times. So guess what? There's no rush to do that. There's no rush to do that at all, you know, but Bakole is one bad dude that we need to see back in the ring once again. You guys tell me what you think of Billy Nelson stating that Martin Bakole would destroy Oleksandr Usyk based on his last performance against the Gypsy King. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!